My name is Fonda Avery. I'm 29 years old, and 12 years ago, my parents packed my whole life into one plastic tote and set it on the front porch because I got a job. I was 17. I came home after dark from a Sunday shift at a nursing home, smelling like gravy and hand sanitizer, and my key wouldn't turn because my mom had changed the locks that afternoon. What my parents told the rest of my family about that night was worse than what they actually did. And what they did the following spring, when their brand new babysitter quit on them without notice. That's the part people never believe. But here's what none of them knew about me. I keep receipts. Not the paper kind. The kind you set down, real quiet, on your grandmother's Thanksgiving tablecloth. Welcome back to Calm Drama Stories, where quiet people finally get to tell the truth about the families that underestimated them. If you've ever been the one who held everything together while everybody around you called it nothing, this story is yours too. Drop a comment below and be sure to subscribe, because you're going to want to see how this one ends. Let me show you a Tuesday from my senior year, because you can't understand the tote until you understand the Tuesdays. My alarm went off at 5:50. 3 lunch boxes on the counter by 6:15. Turkey for Cody, who was 9 and would trade anything with bread on it. No strawberries for Bess, who was 7 and allergic to half the produce aisle. Sam's inhaler zipped into the front pocket of his dinosaur backpack, because Sam was 4 and thought inhalers were toys. I braided Bess's hair while my mom's coffee went cold on the microwave. My mom, Denise, ran a shift supervisor's schedule at the Ridgemont distribution warehouse, 2 to 10 most nights, rotating weekends. My dad, Ray, drove regional routes and came home on Fridays smelling like diesel and gas station coffee. So the pickup line at 3:40 was me, homework was me, dinner was me, bath time was me, the permission slips and the fever nights, and the tooth fairy were me. I could run a household of 6 on $40 and a coupon app. I was 17. I'm not telling you this so you'll feel sorry for me. I'm telling you because for 9 years, nobody in that house ever said the word for what I was. They just called it helping. Then one afternoon in September, in the waiting room of Sam's pediatrician, I saw a flyer pinned to the corkboard. Crestwood Senior Center, weekend dietary aid, $8.50 an hour, must be 16 or older. I stood there reading it while Sam drove a toy truck up my leg. Then I took a picture of that flyer with my phone. And I swear to you, it felt like shoplifting. Here's what nobody at my kitchen table knew. I had a 3.9 GPA that I maintained in the pickup line, and after the last bath was drained. And under my mattress, I kept a folder full of printouts about a scholarship called Beacon Health Scholars. Full ride. Tuition, housing, books, everything, for students going into nursing. I'd wanted nursing since I was 12, since the school nurse let me sit in her office and organize the ice packs while I waited out a fever, because nobody could leave work to come get me. Some kids doodle wedding dresses. I doodled IV schedules. But Beacon had requirements, and they were printed in a font that didn't care about my feelings. Applicants must be currently employed or volunteering in a licensed care setting. Applicants must document 200 verifiable service hours by May 1st. Verifiable. I want you to sit with that word the way I did. I had 9 years of hours. I could dose children's Tylenol by weight without looking at the box. I could spot a fake fever from the doorway. And none of it counted because family doesn't sign timesheets. The flyer from Crestwood was still on my phone, and Crestwood was a licensed care setting, and weekend shifts wouldn't touch a single school day pickup. It fit. It fit so perfectly it scared me. There was just one lock on the door, and it was legal, not emotional. In Ohio, a 17-year-old needs a work permit, and a work permit needs a parent's signature.